SMD Law is the official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Check them out on the interwebs at smdalaw.com or at 866-529-3537. No matter where you are in the state of Michigan, Upper Peninsula, Lower Peninsula, it doesn't matter. They have an office near you. So whether you need to send a letter to an annoying neighbor, or you're a criminal and you need defense, maybe you just have problems with elder law, check them out, smdalaw.com today. The official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Call them first, then you act.
30 and 10 and just put on a show. And I knew it was expected because, you know, how the game went my senior year. But definitely I was like listening and see how Marcus was doing. Not even just because like he's going to be one of our guys, but just because he was a kid from Grand Rapids, like where I'm from. So I just wanted to see him do well on the court and off the court as well, really.
And has he surprised you at all with how he's played, or you know how he's started to fit in with this team a little bit?
Yeah, I didn't like. So he's really good at catch and shoot threes, and really good at handling the ball. So like with those two things, I didn't realize that he was so good at catch and shoots. Like you can't give him any space. Even if he had a hand up, he still can shoot over top because he's 6'11". So that's one thing that he surprised me with a lot.
You were talking about body fat and all that. What's your weight at now?
Hovering around the 240s. Like sometimes I'll drop to 237, or sometimes I'll go to like 243, 245.
What were you at a year ago?
A year ago,
About this time.
at the start 260, but then like in the season it was like 255.
With Nick, what do you think he learned through that whole feeling out? Probably can be a humbling experience. How did he sort of come through that on the other side?
He told me that like during a workout, especially if you work out with multiple people, that it's really a competition, and like obviously like you want to do better than the next person that you're competing with, and it's like a business. So like during drills and stuff like that, you went all out to try to beat your opponent, and that was kind of like the thing he told me is like when you step in these lines, like you're at the point now where it's like a business where you got to take it serious, and everything you do has got to be to provide for your family.
What's it like, do you think, for him to hear? Because like I said, it can be humbling to hear you're not ready, you won't get drafted, or those kind of things. What do you think how do you think he took that feedback and everything else that he got?
This summer he took that and ran with it. So like this summer, him losing weight, he's really athletic now. So him losing weight, him working on his mid-range jump shot, him working on his three-point jump shot, him working on his free throws, him working on his right hand, like everything that he was like not necessarily not good at, but everything that he needed to improve on this summer he improved on.
Does he talk about sort of that next level and what's driving some of his changes and those kind of things?
In the summer he does. I mean, obviously we don't talk about it every time we have conversation, but in the summer he did for sure.
Did you learn anything sort of by watching him go through it and hearing about it? I mean, does that sort of register with you too?
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, he told me like stepping foot like on the lines on the court, like just have a different attitude, a different mindset attitude, just because I have to provide for my family. Like he told me that, like you need to provide for your family, and this is the way that you're gonna do it. So when you step foot on this court, like you need to take it serious, and you need to go all out. And the person across from you need to try to go at them, even if it's me. So those are things that he kind of taught me is like be more of a competitor.
5 days a week. What time were you guys coming in early in the morning? What was kind of the routine like in the office?
With me, Jack, and Brock?
Yeah.
We would send a text out because depending on our schedule, so we send a text out. Either we'll work out at like 6:30 or work out at 7:30. I think one time we woke up at like 5:30. Like it all depended on the schedule that we had that day. But we wake up in the morning, work out, and then after class we come back and get individual workouts in.
Xavier, there's been a lot of talk this summer about this transformation in terms of physically your body and everything. What kind of work did you kind of put in that changed that was different from this summer compared to last summer?
Well, last summer I think I worked I worked hard freshman year because the freshman year I came in at 276 and I got down to 260, so I lost 16 pounds there. And then this summer I was like 255, 260 at the end of the season, and I got down to 240, 245. So like I worked, I think the same amount, like I put the same amount of effort in both summers, but this summer I knew what I was doing. So in the weight room, I knew I didn't have to put on light weight because I didn't know the techniques. I knew everything I needed to do, so then I could just attack the weights. Eating habits, freshman year, I didn't know about dieting or anything like that, so I kind of ate whatever. So then this summer, I took that, and I really was careful about what I put into my body, trying not to put a lot of greasy stuff in and stuff like that.
What's the ideal kind of body weight for you in terms of playing like goal? I guess what's your goal there? I guess.
Right now it's 240 where I'm at, but because I don't know about being 235 or 230, but 240 is right where I'm at right now, and I feel really good playing at it.
And does your training staff kind of tell you to shoot for 240 when you first come here? I mean, that's a pretty big jump.
We actually it's weird. We didn't really talk about what weight I should be at because we didn't really know. I think the one thing we talked about was just getting down to a weight where my knees wouldn't be aching after a practice or a workout or a game. Just getting my weight down. We didn't really have a set weight that we wanted to be at though.
Thanks, man.
Yep.
Tom told me to ask you about fast food and your mentality when you got here and your mentality now. For those of us that know you, we know the story, but fans don't, so tell them.
So my mentality coming in was that I could eat whatever. My senior year, I ate whatever. So especially with our monthly checks and stuff that we got, I was like, okay, this is a lot more money than I would get at home. So, I can go out to eat every day. I took Tamia and Yanni to go eat at B-Dubs or Red Lobster or Qdoba once a week, easy. I was that's just what we did. And he brought me into his room, I think it was in the summer. Towards the beginning of the summer, he brought me in his room and was like, okay, have you heard about budgeting and stuff like that? And how are you going to budget? And I was like, I don't know.
This is Tom?
Yeah, this is Coach Izzo. And I'm like, I don't know anything about budgeting or anything like that. And he told me to really start falling in love with Brody and the cafe because it's free and there's healthy options and stuff like that. So he's like, you should fall in love with that just because you can save money for later on. And I was like, okay, well, I'll try that. Good advice from Coach. I'll try that. And it helped me not only with my body but financially as well. So.
Awesome. Thanks, Zex.
Yeah.